moment I was a young girl, wearing all white, playing tennis at the West Side Tennis Club. As I emerged to the front of the line, only to be hit with a question that's traces would forever linger in my mind.
Why are your lips so big?
I had never thought. My first day of freshman year, the fire ignited in me, the fire that burned my clean white skirt echoed into my soul as I was asked.
Are those real?
As I was just applying my lip gloss to think that adolescent eyes that had watched me throughout elementary would follow me to university is a thought I would have never fathomed. Like, why am I the topic of your conversation? Why is my pride studied, analyzed, and interpreted, and why are you watching me? Watching me through a lens of misery, interrupting my flow of life, the flow I've been building for a generation. Now I'm alive, hot, alive, with anger that scorches my body and blisters my soul, that travels through my left side into my veins and blisters my consciousness anger. I've grappled with the feeling my whole life as never allowed to be truly upset, but constantly provoked, as if they're waiting for my moments of destruction, like the cleanest tennis ball begging to be battered. But unlike the inanimate, nobody is there to pick up the heart of a black woman who was once a girl. She suffers a quiet burn that morphs into a rapid fire that she cannot control, clearing all in its path, deteriorating all signs of life until all that is left is pain and agony. The sea is far deeper than anything this life has known. We do not know what lies at the bottom, but we imagine. My ancestors have taught me something. Would you like to see? Yes. When you look into a body of water, curated by those who came before and sealed by God, a sea of blue has much to teach, much for you to learn. Your ancestors cried a million tears to make up the water. They are not to go to waste, nor be forgotten to me. They jumped off of ships into sea, as to rather cross their hearts and die than to never be set free, as freedom is within I rise like the waves that crash through the brave and of those unafraid. And fear was something tied around my neck, cutting the circulations to my aspirations, but I cut the noose, slashed with ambitions that arise through my soul, allowed my wings to grow like waves. I used to stop every tear that fell from my eye, in a prison to my own pain, held captive to my own captivity, till sanity became a figment of my imagination. They whispered to child, if you are the guard of your own emotions, you will never be set free, and even in freedom will you be a slave to those who pray you drown. Said child, melt all as you rose into sea again. Allow your wings to grow like waves so you'll never wonder. Child, you are derived from the greatness of your ancestors, the depths of the sea where they lie falling throughout this life. My child, to float is never enough. To fly is to be free. Life is as eternal as the heart of the ocean, a cycle that will never end unless to drown. My ancestors will never let me drown. I will never let me drown.